Hello, everyone. It's my privilege to be part of TiEcon 2022. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to meeting many of you in person through the year. We're only in March, and India's already got its 12th unicorn of the year. India's startups have not only energized all of us, but are also lighting up the digital economy of the country. The pace of disruption and innovation around us is almost magical, and I've been personally inspired by many of the young and ambitious founders all around us. During the first wave of the pandemic, I connected with an amazing and very enterprising entrepreneur, Divyansh Bordia, who spoke to me about building an education infrastructure platform that will enable teachers to take their classes directly to students, a platform not only for India, but for the world. Today, Divyansh, along with his co founders, has built Teachment, which in less than 2 years, they have onboarded 10,000 schools, reaching over 10 million students in across 5,000 cities and towns in the country. Along the way, they've raised over $100 million in funding. But most importantly, they're empowering educators to digitize their classrooms within minutes and making education accessible to every Indian. This is just one example of how our enterprising and agile ecosystem of startups, along with India's deep investments in technology, are shaping the next chapter of India's digital journey, a purpose that is fundamental to Google's mission in India. As a company and a partner in India's digitization journey, Google has always recognized India's unique potential as a global hub for top notch technology talent, and as a country where the opportunity for technology to drive transformation for all is significant. This has made us think differently as a company. In the past 15 years, we have changed how we think about innovation. We've changed how we operate. And we've changed how to think about making the internet useful to every one of the 1.3 billion Indians that we have. From being focused on India, we are now an India first company, thinking and operating like a truly local business with the advantage of global experience and innovation. Deepening connectivity, making smartphones accessible to every Indian, simplifying the internet experience for new users through voice and language interventions, and working towards making the internet safe for everyone are top priorities for us, pillars on which we believe a thriving digital economy is being built. For Google today, India is a global engineering hub for us. Our AI Research Center in India is working hard to solve for the rich diversity in languages in this country. Across our platforms, Android, Play, YouTube, Chrome, we are seeing and finding ways to help businesses across all sizes scale and become successful. We have launched our global first, made for India Android OS that we imagined ground up in partnership with Reliance Jio called Pragati OS, with teams based right here partnering with folks in the US. And to underline our commitment to India's digital journey, we announced a $10 billion investment to solve India's unique challenges through the power of technology. A critical focus area as part of this has been to support and accelerate India's local innovation drivers. We have been working closely with India's startup and developer ecosystem in different ways. We have been committed to bring to the fore the next generation of talented innovators. To date, Google has mentored over 1,500 Indian startups and helped them scale their business and seize growth opportunities through a variety of our programs. Startups from our flagship program, the Google for Startups Accelerator, have collectively raised funding of close to $2 billion and have created over 6,000 jobs in India alone. Recently, we've partnered with the Métis Startup Hub to launch the Upscale Academy, a growth and development program for 100 promising startups across different categories and enabling them to build high quality apps for the world with a strong focus on finding young talent from tier 2 and tier 3 parts of the country. A critical step as part of this commitment will be our program for women entrepreneurs in the country to work with them to ensure equal access, opportunity, and support. India is seeing a rise in the number of women significantly participating in India's fast growing digital economy. But we are still at a stage where less than 6% of overall funding in the last 4 years goes to women led startups. In an effort to address this systemic imbalance, we will be launching an accelerator program under the Google for Startups brand only for women founders to provide them the right mentorship, the right training, and the right access to capital. We also recognize the needs of startups across different stages, how they vary drastically, and we know we need to make it simpler for them to work with Google. To do this, we are committing to work towards creating and offering these startups across the different stages that they are in a one Google experience, which simplifies access to information and support through the right people, products, and best practices to grow their business. On the cloud side, we're now offering $200,000 of cloud credits to all VC backed early stage startups. As part of this program, these companies will also have access to experts and guidance from deep and rich Google engineers to help founders build a thriving, sustainable business with the effective and proven technology. And at Google Play, we're supporting developers at every stage of their journey to become really successful in India through the right set of features, programs, tools, and analytics. Our vibrant ecosystem is truly shaping India's digital future. These digital native businesses will create economic impact, empower communities, and strengthen our position on the global map. They need all of us to come together and rise to this opportunity. We at Google remain excited and deeply invested in the ecosystem's growth story. By pairing their creativity and innovation with our platforms and tools and programs, we have the fuel that will supercharge the digital economy and create global businesses from right here. We look forward to partnering with startups, with developers, with the VC community, with the entire ecosystem. Enjoy your conference. Thank you once again. It was an absolute pleasure, and all the very best for what lies ahead.